this is the truth, is that when I pitched it, because I came in and I pitched my own idea, you know, I didn't come in and say like, what about baby Han Solo? You know what I mean? Like, it was like, I was like, what I'm really interested in is Star Wars from the perspective of the bad guys. Therefore, if we set something earlier in the timeline, something before the prequels, but a little bit after, you know, end of High Republic, I was like, then the Jedi become, you know, because Star Wars is always about rebels versus institutional threat, right? Underdogs versus huge empire, right? So if we set it then the Jedi become the antagonists. Not the bad guys, but they become the bad guys to the bad guys. And I gotta say, Kathy really responded to that. She really felt like that was a pocket of the universe that we had not seen, that nobody else had pitched her. And so I continued to develop it. I turned it into my elevator pitch. I turned it into a bigger, larger pitch for an overall season and series. And then I did a little rip reel for her. So honestly, doing what I did today felt very much like pitching Kathy again.
See, now after hearing that, now I got a question. Now I have a question. Here's my question. You should have led with that, with every single thing that you did leading up until the acolyte. That's what you should have led with. You shouldn't have talked about LGBTQ. You shouldn't have talked about none of that stuff. You should have just talked strictly about Star Wars. That's it. Hey, this is what we want to do. You know, we want to do it from the point of view of the bad guy. Oh, that's interesting. What do you mean by that? And then elaborate on it. But also, at the same time, you should have set down your actors that are going to be in Star Wars and explain to them a little bit about Star Wars. Because that one dude that really pissed me off, the one that was like, oh, Anakin Skywalker destroyed the Death Star. If I see you outside, you better cross the goddamn street. You better cross the street, you son of a... So, if I heard that pitch like that, and I saw you in interviews like that, how you were talking, then I would be more interested in the show. But after watching the show, that still ain't it, player. That still ain't it. Episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I didn't even want to watch it. One reason I watched it, because y'all said that episode 3 was going to be something different. It's going to change everything. But it didn't change a damn thing. It didn't. Matter of fact, it gave me more questions, made me more confused. I don't want to be confused, because I'm not even a diehard fan anymore. I'm a casual fan now. I don't want to watch that. I didn't want to watch that. Somebody also told me that it was supposed to be kind of like a cop drama thing going on, where it's like they're trying to figure out some type of mystery, whatever. And I'm like, cool. What if it was like CSI? I was like, oh, that'd be cool. I was like, but they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna find a way to fuck it up, and they did. But I was like, what if it was like CSI, right? And they go in, and there's like somebody that's killing Jedis, and then they gotta find all the clues, and then, you know, I remember on CSI, they would like play the music, and then they be like, they be dropping everything in there, and they're trying to figure everything out. Ooh, are you? Ooh, 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 ooh. I really wanna know. Are you? And they moving stuff around. They got their iPads and stuff, and they figuring stuff out. And I always say that. I used to watch CSI, and I would sit there and go, oh shit, they figuring something out. And again, you guys said it was taking place like 100 years in the past. 100 years? I'm like, oh, this is a prequel. I'm like, it's a prequel. Okay, cool. This unknown. It's stuff that we don't know. I'm like, cool. There's so much you could do with this. Oh, man, I can't wait to see it. Then I was like, oh, man, but every time you talked, every time you opened your mouth, I was like, I don't want to watch that. I don't even... Nope. And then every time the actors would talk, it's like they didn't even know what was going on. Now I know about the Tom Holland effect, where you don't tell Tom Holland stuff and you have to keep him hush and shut up because he's going to give stuff away. I understand that. But none of your actors seem like they really cared about the product. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like they cared about the product. Okay? It doesn't seem like that. Okay? It doesn't seem like they actually gave what we call a shit about the product, okay? The writing was bad. You pitched that to her, and I'm dumbfounded. What you just said seems like a good idea. Even if you didn't do the whole thing where it's like, oh, like CSI, that's just me talking, okay? But if you did it from a point of view where it's like, all right, cool, we don't see the Jedi at all, when you just focus every single thing on the bad guys. You show them fully. Kind of like with the Joker. You showed everything from the. Remember they showed like everything that was going on with the Joker. Then you got to the one point you realized that everything he was imagining in his head. Can you imagine had you guys sit down and thought about that? Where it's like, all right, cool, this person is a bad guy, but they think that everything they're doing is right. Then all of a sudden they're trying to justify everything, right? Then it gets to some point where it's like episode 7, and they're trying to she's trying to justify everything to her sister, and she explained it all, and her sister's like, no, you did that. Like, no, you're bad. And she's like, oh my God, I am bad. It's not the Jedi, it was me. It was me all along. And then she runs and jumps off a cliff. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm mad at you because you guys don't know how to promote nothing. Nothing. Damn. And then the show you gave us, it's disappointing. Disappointing. If you can pick up what I'm putting down. Around the town, Kharlie Brown. Disappointing.